Hello again, guys. So yeah, I've got my camera set up. I've got it the Z8 with the 14 to 24mm lens on. I've taken one at f14 ISO 64 30-second exposure. I've done one as well at I can't remember now, f9 I think it was, because I wanted to have a slightly faster shutter speed at around about, I think it was 15 seconds if I remember rightly. And you can see the white water around the rock with that. I like that shot. This one I've done slightly longer, 30-second exposure. There's a layer, I don't know what they call it, but a load of seals at the bottom. We're not going to capture those, but I might put the long lens on later on to see if I can get some photographs of those as well. But at the moment, concentrate on the rocks. Accompanied by, you can see the guys behind us, we've got Daz, Daniel and Ginger captures. Yeah, we're sleeping in like a hut in the park nearby. Yeah, it's all right actually. I slept rather well. Not enough sleep as always. I'm absolutely exhausted, but yeah, this is great. This is a beautiful place. One of the places I've wanted to come again for a very long time. So yeah, let me share one or two of these with you now, and then I'll see what else I can get. Thanks. I've done a pano, 4 photographs. I wanted to capture the whole of this with this red line where the sun's coming up. Hopefully I've managed to do that. ISO 64 as always, f11, and each one's a 13-second exposure. Looks really nice. I've tried to capture the whole curvature of the rock face here, as well as that skyline, as well as capturing the the white water. It looks really nice. Yeah, I'll share that now. Let me know what you think. All right, cheers. I've come further back from the front, as the top of the cliff or the rock is clipping the horizon, and I want to get it lower. I keep trying to come further back, but I don't think I can walk up this bank anymore. But hopefully that's somewhat better. It's only a tad lower, but it looks a bit better, I think. So yeah, I'll share that one now. So when you do something you think potentially isn't gonna work, I stuck the 10-stop Rolly filter on the front, and I've got it on for 180 seconds. I don't know, I just thought that'd be a pretty good shot, but it quite possibly is not going to work. But we'll give it a go, see what it looks like. It's beautiful. The sun is now coming up, but unfortunately what I was hoping was going to happen, we'd still have that red line on the horizon and then the sun would pop up within that. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. So what I did was I moved further up the bank to the right, took some photographs from there. That's where I did the pano, and then I've come down and I've worked my way down to as far as I can left, where I think it still resembles that of the dinosaur. If they work or not, I don't know, but I like the pano. Just looking at it in the back of the camera, that looks really nice. So yeah, this one, if it works, I'll share it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go up to 240. If it's too bright, I'm going to come down, obviously. But we'll see how long we can get it for, and then I'll share that. Cheers. The sun obviously rose, but it's come up, and you can just see a little bit of sunlight breaking through the cloud line. And it's like, it really is a small amount, but it looked really nice. So what I did a pano from the left all the way around to the right, and then I did it again from the right to the left, and I think there's about 7 or 8 photographs in each, so I'll try and join those together, and if it's worked it should look really nice. Okay, so yeah, what I want to do now is walk round to the left side where that platform is, and then see if I can get a photograph from there. All right, from that bank, doesn't work. You can't see anything from there, so I scrapped that. I've come back round to the front of it, where I started originally, and you can see the seals down below. Yeah, I'm going 480 seconds now. I don't know if they're going to work. I just love doing long exposures on the extreme side, and if they work, they look fantastic. I didn't really check the tripod correctly, but it's sort of leaning a little bit, so I'm standing right next to it in case it decides to topple. Yeah, but that looks from here, you can see the archway at where its neck is, if you want, and you can see the archway by the tail, and you can see it all from here. We got the seals at the bottom on that cobblestone where they're all getting battered by the waves. They look like they're having a right old laugh. And yeah, we've got the red line, or the red horizon line, in the background as well. There is a little oil tanker as well. I don't know if we'll be able to see that on this photograph, but hopefully it works, and if it does, I'll share that now. What I haven't mentioned today is obviously I'm taking the photographs with the Z8, but I've got the 14 to 24mm lens on to do all of these photographs. I've not changed. When I take the photographs of the seals, I'm going to be using the 1 to 400mm lens, and I'll potentially put the extender on there as well, depending on what I can see. Yeah, the 180 to 600 is still in the van, so I can't use that, but I don't think I need that much reach anyway. All right, okay, I'll come to that though in a bit. I'm going to do that in a minute, to be fair. All right, thanks. Okay, so I took some photographs of the seals, but I don't think they're very good. We're too high up. I've used the extender to get them, the shutter speed's too slow, so I took the ISO right up to 6,400, and they just look crap. So if there's any good ones, I'll share those, but I don't think there will be, to be fair. Yeah, so I think we're done here pretty much. I might come back down in a little bit and do some drone, although I don't really want to disturb the wildlife and that, so potentially not. Yeah, fantastic. So yeah, we're done really. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed these. I appreciate this is a rather short vlog, but when you're watching me, it's probably a better thing when it's short. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment, as I always say, and I look forward to seeing you next time. It's been fun. This is a beautiful location. If you haven't been, I'll put the 3 words down, and yeah, fantastic. Cheers. See you next time.